Olá, I'm Soraya, and today I want to share with you the completed book. This one, Star Wars 100 Images to Inspire Creativity and Relaxation. And it's a very special book to me, and I will share why while I'm flipping the book. So before I forget, there are 30 new pages here, and they are for all of these hashtags that are going on this month, March. So I'm going to put everyone in the description, and also the people that I talked about during the flip of the book. So starting with the title page, this was for this is for a jazz hashtag that I did last month, and it's tackled the title pages. So I just put here metallic marker and metallic wash, and I just went for it, and it did ghost, but it's fine. Here it was metallic marker and holographic stars, and I used watercolor here. Then this is the first page that I did back in September 2023. So this is where it all started, and I consider this to be my favorite coloring book page until now, just because it's the page that made me not give up adult coloring. Because when I started, I have other health issues, but I didn't have problems with my hands, and I started having them, so I couldn't color, but I still wanted to. So I tried to think of different alternatives to color, and I decided to use washi tape to color this double page. So since it was Yoda, and you know he's the Master Jedi, and I'm like, this is the character that I need to start with. So I just use the colors from this character, and I just glued, and then I use, you know, the paper for his shape, and I was able to complete the page, and I'm like, okay, I'm having fun with this, so let's see if I can do other pages. And you are going to see that for all these wallpaper pages, that before this I thought I will never color it in my life, but it were the first pages that I completed in this book, because I used washi to color them all. So a very special page to me, and because of this I started, you know, doing doing collage. It was, you know, the beginnings of my collage journey, the beginnings of my altering pages. It was the reason why spacetember exists, because I continued coloring. So yeah, very, very special page to me. Then this page, I just used acrylic marker, metallic marker. Here is a glitter marker, and these are stickers. And yeah, we have here them all. Today it's actually not a very good day to record because it's very gray outside. It's raining, but I wanted to share this with you, so we are going to make this work. Here we have Queen Amidala, and she always looks to me like a clown, poor thing. I was experimenting, and let me tell you, usually I don't care about the color of the characters. You're going to see that they have many different colors. But here I really wanted to make her, you know, this part here yellow, because of the gold, because it was like this in the character, but I didn't have a lot of colors. This was a glitter marker, so the only color that I have left for her face was the blue, and she looks like a clown. but I had a blast doing this page. This is a paper, this is washi, these are stickers, and here I put the dots is acrylic marker, and then this is all glitter marker. Is actually kids. It's a kids marker. The problem with this is that it did go through to the other side. In my mind, I thought that wasn't going to happen because it's water-based, but yeah. So lesson learned here. I know I could, you know, clean this up, but like I said, this is a experiment book. It's to have fun, so it's okay. So this page, this was for spacetember hashtag that Jamie did, which was colored movies, and this was for Men in Black. I used the colors, and then I used, you know, what I used to delete the memory of the people. So I had a blast doing this. And I usually alter a little bit the mandalas just because sometimes they are very complicated and I want to simplify. So that's when acrylic markers change the directive of my coloring adventure. It's because it now allows me to do this. Like, see here, I just colored everything black in the mandala, and then I left this, the resistant. These are stickers from a sticker book, so they are flying. And yeah, metallic marker and acrylic marker. And this is watercolor, I think. Now, next page. We have the robot. The mandala was like this. So usually you're going to see me altering a lot of mandalas. What I did was I have a kid's book, and in the kids book you have this page that is colored, and then you have another page that is not colored. So I'm just grabbing the colored pages and I'm using them as collage, because Star Wars pages are like Disney pages. They have the same characters and then they repeat the pages a lot. So I don't need to have 20 pages that look the same. I prefer to use, you know, them in different ways. So I have several coloring books that are supposed to be colored, but I use as collage. So washi, that I love, as you are going to see. Stickers. I wanted to use these round stickers because it has to do with this round and this round and this round. And then I used acrylic marker. This is metallic and gel pen. And that's it for this page. I love to make my pages shiny. And okay, I'm going to grab this time, but the book is too heavy for me to be always grabbing. But I wanted you to see the watercolor. Oops, hang on. How it shines. So usually I use a lot of metallic watercolor because I love to see all of that shine. Then here we have an experience because in this page I have in other coloring books, and there were, you know, flowers here, so I decided to substitute the flowers for sticker flowers. So that's why you have this. This is once again metallic shining watercolor. It's a very light gray. And then this is acrylic marker, metallic marker, and washi. And then here it's a little bit also of acrylic marker. So yeah, a lot of people like this page. I'm okay with it because I always am happy to try and see how it looks, even though sometimes it looks a little bit weird to me. But here's Leia. The next one. Once again, we have paper, and this paper shines. And then we have metallic marker, acrylic marker, metallic paint. And here in the stickers, I also added the metallic marker. Oops. Let's see if we can see the shine. Yeah, we can see that he's shining. And the next page, there's also metallic marker. So for this one, you have the metallic marker, you have the paper here, the washi, the sticker. This is a page that I did. I always have a notebook where I put the excess materials that I'm not going to use when I finish a page. So this is from that book. And yeah, that's the page. Next page. We have Boba Fett arriving to Wonderland, because last year there was, when I finished Ivy, the next month was the Alice tag, and I had a blast transforming this book in Star Wars meets Wonderland. So a lot of characters go to Wonderland. So you have, you know, all of the flowers, you have the music because it's the singing flowers from Wonderland. Then here once again I covered, you know, with acrylic I added mark making. This is from a book, the image, and yeah, that's Boba Fett. Here we have C3PO, and I put washi. These lines are acrylic because I wanted to match the lines here. Then you have the circle because of this washi and also his eyes. So there's circles that I did. This is gel crayon, the blue, and then on top is metallic and acrylic. And I used once again the coloring book page, and the reason why you are seeing, you know, these wires is because I wanted to match the wires in this image, so that's why it looks like this. Then this is a simple image. It's just I splattered because I have excess paint from here so I needed to use it somewhere, and I thought this was going to work because I also use it here in the background. I used acrylic marker, and then the book page, and yeah, simple, but I think it's effective. Then this page was for colored, it's the animal tag that Jamie is doing, so it was a wolf, so I discovered this sticker. Oops, yes, I'm in frame. Okay, I discovered this sticker, so it's like he's howling to the Death Star, and you have all of these planes, and then you have here washi, and this was a piece of paper, and I use metallic and acrylic. That's usually what I used later on, because in the beginning I didn't have these supplies yet. Here it was using metallic. You can see all the shine. This is a metallic marker. This is metallic paint, and here it's glitter paint for kids. I wanted to show, I wanted to look like a mirror. Yeah, it doesn't really work, but it was very fun to do. Jar Jar, here he is. Then here we have Chewbacca. This was also for Alice in Wonderland tag. So I used stamps here. This is paper. I used the acrylic marker, and here and washi. So it only has one color, and I really like this experiment. I think it looks different and cool. So one of the first pages that I did, so we have here a mandala, and then I used metallic paper and glitter washi, and this is from a Star Wars activity book that I colored. So it's like they are inside the Millennium Falcon, and this is what they are seeing. So this one, it's let me see, it's acrylic marker, and it's a gel marker also here. And yeah, it's difficult to remember what you did 3 years ago, but yeah, I usually don't really, I don't take notes, so because I just want to enjoy the process. For me, the finished gold is not as important as the process here is. This one was made for May 2024, so it was all done with glitter pens. And here you have a little picture from a kids activity book. So I did Yoda levitating this mandala. And this mandala, in the beginning, I was using gel pens, and it took me weeks to do because of my hands. And since I hurt my left hand, because I'm left-handed, I was trying to color with my right hand. So this took me a long time. That's why then I switch. Okay, let's just see all the shine. It looks beautiful, but it's many weeks. And for me, since I just want the process, it's a long time for me. I prefer to do simple pages, but the satisfaction for me, it's the same as doing, you know, pages that take so long. So yeah, it's not my thing right now to do these pages that take me so long. So this one was a very, very fun page to do. If you see the picture that, so in May, there's going to be a new hashtag, which is May the Coloring Be With You. So we are going to celebrate Star Wars. And we cannot wait to see everyone's pages. So this is the picture that I took for the, you know, the image in Instagram that you see. So this was done with a metallic marker, acrylic marker, and then this is glitter marker. And here it's, I don't know if it's what, I think it's ink, and then washi. And then here, these little dots are acrylic. This is from the notebook that I had from cleaning the excess material. It's a sticker because I needed a rabbit for a prompt. This is a die cut. And here's ink. And that's, this is a fun page because he's like, wait a minute, Mr. Rabbit. And then he begins the whole conversation. So another one for Alice tag. So we have the letter, the cards, because it's the soldiers. And then here we have Obi-Wan Kenobi. As you can see, he's blue because I will get very tired if I was always coloring the characters the real colors. So I change a lot. This is the stickers. There's a lot of tiny stickers that I glued on top of the main sticker. This is also a sticker that I glued, a dodo, because I needed that for the prompt. And that's it. And then laser washi here, and then acrylic marker around. So there's always tiny details that I try to add. So this is a new page for this month. It's just, you know, the coloring page. Then I use the washi like this. I chose this one because of the circles and the circles here. Yeah, and then acrylic marker. It's very simple, which is what I wanted. Another one for this month. So for this one, I started, of course, with the coloring page, and then with the washi. He's in the I chose this because for me it's funny because I know that you are listening to me, and I don't know if it makes sense sometimes because I see the stories in my head and it's like they are alive, but then, you know, I try to put on the shoes of the other person and I'm like, is she, I mean, am I sounding crazy or not? Because I can see this in my head, but I'm sure that for it is difficult to comprehend. But anyway, for me, he is in a jungle, and in the jungle you have a lot of leaves and trees and stuff like that. So that's why I chose this washi. So that was the beginning of this page. And then it has this flower. Okay, hang on. Oops. So can we see how it shines? It's not a flower, sorry, it's a leaf. So you see the pink. So I wanted this pink because, you know, this is out of space, and I wanted the pink for here, which you don't really see the shine, but that's how I started. I went to see all the materials that I have, and this pink watercolor, it's metallic, and it was the closest pink that I had here. So then I did it, but for me it really didn't work. But it's okay, I'm glad I tried. And then the rest, it's acrylic marker, and I use the green because for me he's in a jungle, so that's why I use the green. And that's my jungle Shivaka page. That's it. And also these last pages, you know that there are some pages that are not your favorite, and these mandalas with the weapons, it didn't really mean a lot to me, so it was really just trying to find stories that made sense to me. Another Alice page. So here I needed a lot of prompts when I did this one, which was the tea kettle, the bottle, the cake, and birthday party. So we have the little boy, we have the top hat. So this was a collage of many different things because it's a sticker, and then this is from a coloring book, a kid's coloring book. Then this is a lot of die cuts that I pieced together and then you have metallic, another die cut, another die cut, and acrylic markers. So that's this page. Then we have Yoda. Here he's orange and yellow. So he arrives to Wonderland, and then the soldiers are afraid, so that's why they have their back turned. We have the flamingo because it was another prompt, and then we have the umbrella that it's actually for the sun, but then I just added a little bit here so now it looks like it's an umbrella. And we have the flowers, paper flowers, and I put the sticker here. So it's like he's arriving to Wonderland with the flowers, and then these are die cuts, the stars, because that's where he comes from. Then we have, this is from last month, Valentine's Day. So these two are going to a wedding. I had a blast doing this one because it was simple. It was a full mandala that I just covered half of it. Then I cut the piece of paper in shape of hearts. I inked around so you can see a little bit more of the definition. A lot of stickers. This is gel pen for here and here, and then acrylic on top. And then you have all the stickers, and then here it's acrylic marker also. So it was a very fun page to do and quick. This one was even faster because it's just one color. It's just one color of gel stick for the whole mandala. Then I went for the details metallic marker, gold, just stickers. And then this marker is also here, a little bit of dots. So this is to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. I know I did it last month and St. Patrick's Day is this month, but I'm sharing it now, so it still counts. For me, timelines in coloring is not something that I really abide by, and that's why I say that in space there's a lot of different time zones. I don't think people should be stressed about that. So I did this when I was feeling inspired, and I like it. And I chose this mandala to do that just because this looked to me like, you know, the leaves, and that's why I chose this mandala to do this. Then we have this one, and I also did it for Alice because of the red roses. I used ink here, sticker, and then acrylic, and it was fun. Another Alice page. So here we have the actually I'm always calling them stormtroopers. I know that they are clones. This one is a clone at least because the mask is not a stormtrooper mask, but for me, when I see this, I associate with the dark side, and for me, you know, the clones are not, for me they are not dark side, it's the stormtroopers. So that's why I'm always calling them stormtroopers, because in my mind I need them to be, you know, to be in the dark side of the story. So there's acrylic marker, 2 acrylic markers, stickers, washi. This is also a sticker with Alice, and I put, you know, dots of acrylic also here, and yeah, here around the flower. And that's another page. This one, oh my god, this one was so fast to do. The only thing that I used was ink here. I covered this with acrylic marker, black, just because this was such a confusing image with so much going on that I just covered all of this, and then I used a page and just cut it, and it's like they are going through the tunnel of Alice in Wonderland, you know. And yeah, I really like this one. Once again, just because, you know, they are different. This one, oh my god. This one was really, really complicated to me. I think it's because of the colors. It's not usually what I do. So I started with them. So I used gel marker, and I used water-based marker, and then I used acrylic. And this is paper, this is stickers and washi, And then I went here also in the paper with these lines. I tried, you know, different colors, and then I tried to cover up. I like it because it has a lot of texture, but yeah, it was really complicated to reach here, just because I usually stop a page when I'm okay with it. And here it was like I kept doing this and this and this and this, and I'm like, okay, now I'm okay with it. But yeah, because the colors were so vibrant that it was clashing a lot. But it is a party, right? It really is. Okay, this one, it's a lot of stickers. So you have all of these stickers, all of the flower stickers, and then here it's die cuts. And then he uses metallic, acrylic marker and metallic marker, and that's it. He's the king. You are also going to see another king later on, but yeah, this one was for spacetember from last year, and Jamie had an hashtag to do Guardians of the Galaxy, and that's why I used the cassette tape and I wrote awesome mix, because it's what you see in the movie. And you have acrylic marker, and that's it. A very, very simple page, and I really like it because I use this page because, you know, this, it looks like this, the symbol, oh, the symbol here. Sorry, let me just drink something. And I also cut this and I add it here, so it's seamless, but it's here. Okay, this is a new page. So here is just 3 different stickers. I use metallic and acrylic. Yeah, you can see the shine. So acrylic here also, and I added this book page. Very simple, but that's how I like it. And there's gel pen here, black gel pen. Here, another new one. Here for the background, I use kids paint, but it really didn't work with this paper. So yeah, it is what it is. And then metallic marker all around the lines. The book page, it's a circle, that's why I use the circles here also. And yeah, that's the page for now. Oh, and all of these new pages, you know, that have the lightsabers are for the hashtag war, hang on, light versus dark, war and peace. So they are all for that because it fits, right? Then we have another one from Jar Jar. So when I did this one, it's when I did this one that I showed. So here I did the glitter, and here because here I did the glitter also on top of him, and here I just tried to do here, not on top of him. And here it was supposed to be Jar Jar Binks, his regular self, and then this is the evil Jar Jar Binks that you see if you see the Lego story. So I wanted to do that, that's why this is gold and this is silver, you know, because this is the evil Jar Jar Binks. So yeah. Then we have another for Alice. Here she's here she's yellow, and I'm okay with it. My only problem is when she's blue. That looks like a clown, but here I like how she is. So it was a lot of acrylic marker here, and watercolor, die cuts here for the roses, the flowers, paper, the card for the king, because the King of Hearts came to receive her when she arrived to Wonderland, and that's why he's bringing flowers to her. So yeah, that's the story here. This is a new page. This is for the March of the Dragons. So we have the mandala here, and then we have Anakin here, washi, and then this I use the stencil with ink, and you have the dragons in, and he's like, you know, fighting the dragons. So this is the story here. This one we have Emperor Palpatine, here I think he was still a senator. And I really like this just because of the colors are different. Usually I don't use pink, it's not the color that I usually go for, but I use it for the mandala. So you have the acrylic, I did the dots, and then I use this washi and this washi, so it's two different ones, and I think it works here for him. And you know, pink usually it has an association with girly, very feminine, and we know that he's nothing like that, you know, he's pure evil. So yeah. Then we have this one. This is also one of the first pages that I did using washi. So back then I didn't have, I mean, my materials were very limited, so I had the washi, and then I had glitter glue. So what I did was I was trying to use glitter glue for the ships here, and I was just using my finger because I couldn't hold things. So yeah, and here I didn't use it because I wanted to see how it worked. And also here in my head, the story was that you have the two sides fighting. So you have the dark side and the light side, and here they are fighting. Here I didn't want to use, because I wanted to see how it looked like, so I didn't use the glitter glue, but I had different lightsabers fighting. That's why you go from this one to this one to this one. So yeah, it's okay, it's colored, but I always like in this book that I tried, because now I know how it looks, and then you learn a lot with it. Then we have a new page. So this is Queen Amidala. I put washi here, then I used acrylic here. Then here you have acrylic markers, and you have a gel pen also here, and then you have and these are stickers. So this is a new page for this month. And now we have another new page for this month, and this is an experiment, another one. So these pages that I love, I have them in another books, so I'm okay with trying different things here because I have them to color properly in other books. So I thought the idea behind this page is, do you know the color by number books that are circle based? There is a Disney book that you can color, and they are circles, and then you have the character. So I have these sticky notes. These are post-its, and they are like plastic. So I bought them for Ivy. If you go to the first pages that I did for Ivy, since I was not going to keep the text that Joanna wrote, I was going to create my own story. I thought that I was going to incorporate some letters, some text in the pages that I was doing. So if you go back to that book, you will see that in some pages you do see me using one or two of these post-its, but then I soon realized that I wanted to write much more than it was possible in the pages. So I just decided to write the story to attach to the page and not in the page itself. But that meant that, just hang on a bit. So sorry. So that meant that I was left with all of these circles that I didn't use in Ivy, and I needed to use somewhere else. So I remember of that page of Disney that they do the circles, right? And I'm like, okay, so let me try and use those post-its in a coloring page. And because this is also good, because, you know, it doesn't go to the other side, I didn't want it to ruin the other side, and it's fast. So let's try, and that's what I did. So I just started with the color, and I wanted to have, you know, it needed to be light color so you can kind of see what's behind. So this is my main focus. That's why he's so bright. And yes, you can see it's Yoda. Sorry. So There's Yoda. This is Luke. You see another color. Here's the spaceship, the planet, and then I just use another color for the, you know, what's around. And then you have laser washi. So it's different, but it is a colored page. I did 3 more. No, sorry. I think it's 2 more. And this is, I don't think this is the one that worked the most. I'm going to show you. And it was my first page, the one that I like the most. This was my second page. It really didn't work like the first one, but I'm glad it is an experiment it done. So this one, it's an old one, so I just used metallic markers and washi and watercolor, and here she is. I like it. And the brother, so I use metallic to cover all of these things, and watercolor, and yeah, acrylic. There he is. Another new one for this month. This is just, you know, washi, and I just use one color because, you know, this mandala didn't excite me, but it matches, you know, the point of the star, and also this one, so it matches. And there he is, Obi-Wan. Another new one for this month, we have Darth Vader. Here, this is just glitter. It's from kids, from the kids section, so I just used it. These are stickers and washi, and yeah, there's Darth Vader. Here's Han Solo, another new one for this month. I used the stars, the glitter. This is also the kids paint, so it's from the same set as this one. I did this one first, I liked it, so then I just did it here. It's very subdued, but that's what I wanted. The reason why I chose this washi, it's because, I mean, if you know the past of Han Solo, you know, I mean, the past and the present, you know that he's always getting himself into trouble. So for me, this is like, you know, the wanted signs when he's doing something, you know, people do something wrong and people are going after them. So this is the wanted signs. And for me, that's why I chose this washi, which is really pretty. Then this is an old one that I did to celebrate autumn. So these are stickers. And then you have acrylic markers. And yeah, you have the 2 of them, C3PO and R2D2, and there they are. So see, the colors are completely different. He has the same color, the yellow one, but R2D2, he's red here. So more pages for Alice. So we have him arriving, and this was fun. It's a lot of ink, and then you have a lot of acrylic, and these are stickers and washi and acrylic. So yeah, it was fun. Leia, it was like that too. So a lot of acrylic and dots, and this is also acrylic and watercolor and washi. So a lot of different materials here. We have the Little Prince page, also for Jamie, tag for spacetember. So I just put him here, you know, when he's alone in the planet. That's what this mandala reminded me. So here he is sitting with a lot of stars. And then this is gel pen. And I don't remember what the yellow is, because it's not wrinkling, and I also didn't use gel crayon. So I'm like, okay, I don't remember what it is. This is a sticker. And then yeah, here I did this because I was trying to see how it will be, you know, if the planet had a ring of stars around it, but I don't think it really worked. But here's the Little Prince page. This is the first page that I did with that idea that I told you about with the post-its. So here's Leia, and I think here you can see it much. I mean, it works better. And then here is the palace and her weapon. And then, yeah, it's just, you know, around, but here I think it works better than the other one. And you have the circle washi. And yeah, also the problem that I had with this is that you see this is yellow color. So this is all the yellows that I had. I wanted more so I could continue the weapon, but I didn't have more. So, you know, it's like you want to use the materials that you have, but then if you just have a little bit, you cannot continue. So yeah, that's all the yellow that I had. Okay, another new page for this month. So you have washi, you have stickers, the coloring book page, you have watercolor, you have acrylic, and you have metallic marker. So that's Leia. And here the way that I did the colors is that, okay, I have this washi, and then the stars is you know, are the same color of this one, and then here I also use, so it's all in the same color scheme. Here another page for this month, and here I was because what I love is the circles. That's what I keep doing, but I wanted to try different things. So here, because of the lightsaber that we have here, I used a very skinny washi. So all of these for me, they represent the lightsabers, and here too. So yeah, there's a lot of washi here. Actually, it's 2 rolls because I use this green one and it ended. So then I went to the other one. And yeah, so this is metallic and acrylic. And that's it. So another page for Alice that I needed the caterpillar and the bunnies and the hedgehog. So here we have Han Solo and a huge sticker. And then tiny ones, the flowers. And this is metallic paint and acrylic marker. This one is for this month. So the original page, it's this, and then there was a lot of you know, zigzag things going around that I didn't want to color. It was just too much. So here I use acrylic marker and watercolor and gel pen for here. And then I have these pages from the coloring book, so I thought it was fun to see the evolution of the character. We have Anakin, you know, he's young, and then it was him, and then turning to the dark side, and then he's Darth Vader. So you have this evolution, and then here you have paper, and then you have acrylic marker, and then these are tags. And I put the wildlife for the hashtags. There were the piggy pants hashtag and also Erica. So for me, my wildlife loves to travel in space. So that's why you are seeing all of these stickers, and they are all traveling. And then I used, oops, so here it is. So this is a tag. And then the marker, and then I put acrylic marker here also on the tag, see, so it matches. So these animals, they are all ready. Oops, sorry. They are all ready to travel. So that's the wildlife in a galaxy far, far away. Okay. Next, an old one for spacetember. This is a galaxy. That's all I wanted. So you have, you know, the dots of the metallic, the metallic gouache. Oh, so I think the difference is the water. This is the same gouache that I used here. Now I'm just, because this was done years apart. But here I used too much water, and I think that's why it stained. And here it was just a little bit, and it's okay. So I think it's the amount of water that I used. So there's holographic stars and acrylic marker, and that's it. This one I love, it's the galaxy one. And then this one is the Jabba Hut, so you have the sticker here. And this one was all done with gel pens, so it's when I was trying to learn to color with the other hand, and this took me weeks and weeks and weeks. So it's like, it's the difference between one like this one that takes me, you know, half an hour, and this one that takes me weeks and weeks and weeks. Not because of the time that I take, just because I need to do a little bit at a time, so I need a lot of breaks in between. So yeah, it took me a long time, but I like it. I mean, here he is with his, you know, palace. So another Alice one. This one I used leaves, post-its, and then this is a sticker, and with the what I had left over of the sticker, I punched circles, and then there's the circles here, and then acrylic marker and metallic marker and acrylic marker, you see the dots. So yeah, another one for Alice. So these are again post-its, there are different ones, the leaves, a lot of stickers, metallic marker, watercolor, gel pen, and then a lot of acrylic here. So I don't really care if it goes to the other side. I mean, I'm not very precious with these pages because, you know, they're not going to be in a gallery. I just want them to enjoy the process. But see, it passed this to this side. So there are some pages like this that after the time when I close, since I didn't protect this, then it goes to this side, but it's okay, I don't mind. A new page for this month is this one, is Jar Jar, and he goes and he meets Jasmine. So this is for Jamie and Julianne's hashtag is Jasmine. So I chose this mandala because, you know, see here, it looks like her palace, doesn't it? And also he has a history with royalty. If you see the Clone Wars, the animation series, he has a love story with one queen. So yeah, he's a very good friend with Amidala. So yeah, he he has a way with connecting with royalty, so it makes perfect sense. I used 2 different flowers here, the washi, and then, you know, just colors, so it matched. So that's the page. So it was all done with acrylic marker, different ones, but yeah. Another one, this was for Star Wars, May the 4th be with you, and this year we are doing May the coloring be with you. So this one was to celebrate last year, and so it's metallic and gel pen, all of it, and then the page. So another double page that I did when I first started the book, just using washi and using the colors of the characters. And here, since I couldn't color the robot, I just used the glitter. Can we see? Hang on. The glitter. Oh, wait, oops. This book is too big and it's always hitting the camera. But see, the glitter, from the glue, because remember, it was what I had at the time. I was trying to see if I could find the... And I already lost it. This. So see, I have this. So yeah, so I just did this with my finger, and that was it at the time that I could do. I know now I could go back and finish, but I don't want to do that. I like it just the way it is because of all the memories that it holds. So moving on, a new page for this month. It's this one. So this one is the Africa tag from Piggy Pens 2. So we have the World Africa Day. So I have these die cuts that represent, you know, the culture, one of the many cultures of Africa. So I just use them here. And yeah, this is watercolor, and acrylic marker. And then here we have look, visiting Africa. This was done last month for the flamingo tag. We have Darth Vader, so this was with watercolor, granulating watercolor, and a lot of acrylic and paper. That was this. Another one for Alice. So we have the Queen Amidala again arriving to Wonderland, and she's late, so that's the problem with the Queen. I needed the clock for the prompt. And then here we have the soldiers escorting her. I use metallic marker and gel pen and acrylic marker for this one. Again, the same materials, and we have Anakin fighting with the different nobility here. So this is a page that I did for Christmas in July. So I just used two colors. As you can see, I have the Christmas ornaments. Here they are. And then I used the glitter black gel pen. And then I had, this is the acrylic marker, and that's all I use for this one. So Christmas in July. This is another one of those first ones that I was doing with gel pen, and it took me weeks and weeks to do. But yes, a lot of shine, as you can see. And see, once again, these stickers are passing here. So yeah. So if you are very precious with your books, you should put a protective page between them, so this wouldn't happen. Another Alice one, so paper, die cuts, post-its. This is with watercolor and gel pen. And for me, this was like he was going down the tunnel of Alice in Wonderland. You know, you see all the flowers and you see all the different doors that he can go to. So yeah, so we have another one, paper, glitter washi, sticker, acrylic, watercolor. This one is a new one. So this is for Kathy hashtag. The alternative prompt was a tiger. Where is it? Here it is. So we have, you know, the Mandalorian arriving to the jungle. And then in the jungle, that's why you have these this kind of trees, right? And he sees the tiger that he was looking for. Here, my problem was that I wanted to use these stickers, but I didn't have enough stickers, the circle ones. I just had the ones that you are seeing. And then I tried to put this, but then the shapes also really didn't match. Then I tried this one because at least it's red, he's going to stand out. So there he is, and then I put acrylic around so you can see a little bit more. And then, because you know the shapes weren't really matching with anything, I did this mark making with the two different pens. So now it looks like a jungle. It's very, very busy. Oh, and there's still washi here. So it's very busy because it's a jungle. He's arriving, and there's the tiger. And all of this was done with watercolor and acrylic markers. And then another new one for this month is another wild of I'm sorry, let's see, the wild the wildlife for Erica. So he's going to see, you know, the animal, the elephants. So this is the washi tape. I only had these two circles, so I just created another one with acrylic marker. Here is the same glitter paint, the kids glitter paint that I used in another one. I did use acrylic marker on top so I could make more prominent the shapes that I wanted, which was the ships, Death Star, the shape of the helmet of Darth Vader, and then the symbol of the Empire. So yeah, two different washes, and then he's meeting another wildlife, and yeah, he's fighting it. So another Alice one. Hang on, let me just read a little bit. So this one is R2D2. We have a sticker of the Millennium Falcon. We have metallic marker, acrylic marker, and then we have the soldiers because he's arriving to Wonderland too. So we have a lot of stars. And we have little hearts because, I mean, I love this character. He's just amazing. If you see in all the different movies and the series, his evolution is just amazing. He's awesome. Okay, now we have Obi-Wan. This is also an Alice one because, you know, there's the woods and then there's the eyes watching. So that's why I did put all of the stickers. You have post-its. He was done with watercolor and a little bit of acrylic marker and gel pen. This was for last month, coloring for cancer. I use the color purple. So there's granulating watercolor, acrylic marker, stickers, washi, and here it's a little bit of ink and a sticker. This one is a new one for now, for this month. Is for Jordi's hashtag because the coloring the fairy tales. There was the prompt of watering can, so here it is. So for me, the story of this one is that we have General Grievous. He loves to garden. We don't know that, it's a secret side of his life, but he loves to garden. So spring is coming. So, you know, you have all of these flowers. And I love this paper. It's so pretty and it has, you know, the gold accents. So the mandala was like this. So I covered half of it with the paper. I put a circle paper here. This is a die cut that I use metallic marker around, which is this marker here. I colored the mandala with gel crayon, gel pen, and metallic marker. And then, because I just have the one piece of paper, so with the remaining, here I just cut in triangles because of the shape of this triangle here. So I just cut and I put here, and then I went around with the metallic marker, and then I used the washi. So I like it. I mean, very springy. You would never know that he loves to garden. And yeah, a page for this month. Oh, and it's also for the hashtag, the spring hashtag. Yeah, the flowers and leaves. Okay, so this was one of the last pages. And once again, when I color this character, I have a problem. I don't know. I think it's because I start with the color, and I started with this pink color. I honestly, I didn't want such a bright color, but that's what I got. And then I used acrylic marker and then gel pen. And then all of this is acrylic marker and metallic marker here. So yeah, so remember this one, where is she? That they are dancing, all of them. That was easy for me. I never know where they are because I worked in the book going back and forth. Oh, here it is. See, I had problems with this one, and yeah, but I'm okay with it. I mean, it is very, very busy. I just went all out with mark making. I just wanted to see how it was going to end up. I also think my problem is that it's not very centered. There's a big space here which is shorter than here, so you know, it's not very centered, and I didn't want to accentuate that. But yeah, she's still the prominent place. She's having fun, so you know, all of this, it's for these ziggly lines, and then there's a lot of dots, and yeah, a lot of mark making. She's different, she's in space, everything counts. So this one was also done for Alice. You have the keyholes, and you have the general. So this was with the ink and with acrylic. Yeah, and stickers and washi and different types of paper and stickers. And here's the acrylic marking the center. Okay. Oh, here's the OP page. So this was done for Spacetember. This is a collage page because it was a repetition of another page. I don't know exactly what happened here. So I just use this for collage. So I used the metallic gouache for the stars. This is a moon from a magazine. Here's OP. This is the sheep that I colored with metallic paint from a coloring book, and I just put here the name OP. So this is a documentary about a robot that went to explore Mars, and if you see the story at the end, you are going hopefully feel something. That's, I mean, it really touched me, and I think from everyone that I talked to, it touches you. And I think it's extraordinary to do a story about, you know, it's a robot that doesn't have feelings. But at the end, you will feel. So if you see this documentary, then let me know what you thought, okay? So it's awesome. I highly recommend, and that's why I wanted to do an homage page to it. Oh my God. Yeah, this one... It's the first time that I tried coloring with neon colors. So once again, this was done with gel pens, and it took me a long time. And when I finished, it was hard to look at it just because it shines so much. Because when I finished, you see these black things weren't black. They were still neon. So it was so much, and I did this during summer, so it was even more light. So, oh my God, yeah. So my first experiment trying neon colors. Now I know how to match them a little bit better, even though I'm always trying. But yeah, this one was the first page that I did that. So I use here a sticker, and this was from a stencil. Yeah. See, but whenever I look at it, it always makes me smile. It's not like, oh my God, no. I mean, yeah, I just remember, oh my God, it hurts the eyes. But yeah, it's done, and then I did a lot since. So another of Han Solo arriving to Alice in Wonderland. Acrylic marker, watercolor, metallic marker, and there's Han Solo arriving. So another for Alice. This is the representing the caterpillar. It was done with ink. Acrylic marker, metallic marker. This is the post-its, stickers, and yeah, metallic here a little bit. And there he is, because for me he looks like the caterpillar, you know, when he's playing and he's like, who are you? That's what I wanted to write here, but I didn't have enough letters, so I just put the alphabet. One of my first pages. So this was the first page that after I was doing with the gel pen, and it was taking me weeks and weeks and weeks to do them, I'm like, okay, let's try acrylic marker. So this is my first acrylic marker in this book. I did a lot of dots, as you can see. And yeah, it's looking and wishing for a different future, and you have the two suns here. So yeah, first page using acrylic marker in this book. Here it was still doing with the gel pen. This was a black and white challenge that Doodle Robot did. I just put, you know, the glitter washi, and I just colored this a little bit. And yeah, Darth Vader. Okay, another for Alice. We have Jabba the Hutt, and he's celebrating an birthday party, because this was for Alice in Wonderland. I just love these birds. They are really, really fun. So this was ink, acrylic, laser washi, stickers, paper. And now a new one for this month, and this is Yoda. And oh my God, can you see these bright colors? Okay, so the story behind this, because was really a story that I wanted to share with everyone. So let's just start with the materials and then I go into the explanation of the story. So we have Yoda, and I use watercolor. In this paper, it doesn't handle watercolor, but I use it anyway. You can really see here in his suit. It's like, yeah, it's all over the place. So yeah, and then there's dots that sometimes forms and stuff like that. So we have Yoda, different colors again from what you usually see him. And he has this crown. So I use watercolor and acrylic and metallic. That's what I used. So what is this? This is, oh, hang on. Originally, oh my god, this is big. It's this symbol. So this month, it's the March of the Dragons. And I love dragons. That's why my second completed coloring book was about dragons. So the first one was a Star Wars book. The second one was a dragons book. And then I did Ivy and the Inky Butterfly because of the dragons too. So yeah, dragons are really, are part of my life since always. And I'm going to show you why. So this is the symbol of my club. So you know that usually cities have clubs, football clubs. So in Porto, where I live, this is the symbol of the football club. This is from a shopping bag. So it was a big shopping bag. I cut the bag because I knew I was going to use this. So this is one side of the bag and this is the other side of the bag. Okay. So this is the symbol right now. This club was born in 1893. So right now it's 132 years. And so it's a very old club. And the symbol, you have the football, which is this blue, because the colors of the team are blue and white. So you have here the ball, the soccer ball. And here on top, this used to be the city coat of arms. So the club back then asked permission to put the coat of arms of the city. So this is the coat of arms. It used to be the coat of arms of my city, Porto. So, and you can see that. So in the club, you see that we have a dragon, right? And then this comes from the city. And in the city flag, right? We also have a dragon. Here it is, the dragon. So dragons are part of the history, and the culture of the city because they're always there present. So the reason why you are seeing Invicta here, it means that the city was never conquered. So that's why I'm putting Yoda here, because yeah, he was never conquered despite so many fights that he had to go through. And so also about the club, people, because here we have, I think it's also in the US and in other countries, but you have the football club and it has an animal associated with it. It's like a mascot. So for us, the animal is a dragon, of course. So since, it's like people ask you, oh, are you Portuguese? Yes. Are you a dragon? Yes. So it's like, since I was born, I was a dragon. So it's like, it's part of your identity. And here it's a picture. So I can show you also the stadium. So this is my city. And this is the stadium. And then this is the city. This is the ocean. And then here we have this is the ocean. And here we have the river. So this is a stadium. Do you know how it's called, the stadium? So you can put in the description. It's a very easy guess because this stadium is called the Dragon Stadium. Okay, so you can see. Yeah, so dragons are, I love them. They have been part of my life since forever. Even before Star Wars, okay? Because I only met Star Wars when I was a teenager, when I was, beginning my teen years. But yeah, dragon, it was since I was born. So yeah. So here we have the dragon page. So I just use, the crown part. And then I just used this part here, and then I just use one of them because this is the patron of the city. Here she is. And then we have this belongs to the country. And yeah, and I use the metallic and acrylic, and all of these zigzags have to do with the fire of the dragon. So that's why I put this. So yeah, so it's the story time of the dragons here in Porto and why they are important. Oh, so this page, I turned it into a double page, and this is also for Africa, and it's for the hashtag Simba from Jamie and Julian. So I was not very, keen in these mandalas. So I just colored with one color of acrylic metallic marker, and then you have here the acrylic marker. So I colored the mandalas. Here we have Obi-Wan arriving to Africa, and he's going to help Simba to fight the stormtroopers. So this is the story, okay? So these stickers are just so cute. Look at the faces. He's like, no, I'm not afraid. Look at them, they are coming. And yeah, he's like, oh my god, it's Obi-Wan. He's like, yeah, no fear, hear my roar. So that's the story. I put this sticker here, the sun. This is a sticker of the stormtroopers. I know that in the jungle is not really the desert, but just bear with me. We are like inventing. And yeah, so that's the story. Okay, so Obi-Wan is helping Simba to fight. And this is washi. So another washi page, C3PO. So we have 3 different stickers. And that's it. Oops. Okay. Okay, more pages for this month. So this page is that the robots are picking lemons because I needed the lemon for the prompt of Mary. Okay, so lemons. So they are picking lemons, but they need to be careful not to be destroyed because within the lemons there's a crocodile. Okay, so there's the crocodile for Jamie's tag, which is the wild hero color. Okay, there's the crocodile sticker paper. This is origami paper, and it's only this size. So I needed to extend, and that's why I put leaf stickers here. And this is watercolor, acrylic, and I put stickers in between the robots because it's spring and we love spring. And this is also for another tag, which is Mary's flowers and leaves. Oops, sorry, oops. So, and of course it's stars because we are far away, right? And it's 2 different washes. So that's this page. Another page. So this was the 3rd page of those post-its. So you have the queen. You have here moon and spaceship. You have here the robot, the castle, and then the other. So yeah, those were the experiment pages. So Obi-Wan is in Alice in Wonderland. So the sticker, what I had left, I punched. Acrylic and metallic, markers and watercolor. This one was washi. This is gel crayon, acrylic and metallic marker, stickers, and ink. This took a long time to dry because it was very thick that I applied, so it took a long time. So another Alice page. So this is Darth Vader. In my stories, Darth Vader has a lot of people crushing on him. Okay, so he had the little mouse crushing on him on Ivy and the Inky Butterfly, And in this book he has the Queen of Hearts. Here she is, and she's crushing on him. Okay, so she's crushing on him, and he says, oh no, not another one. And she can see that Darth Vader doesn't reciprocate the love, so she says, off with his head. So yeah, this was a mandala, a lot of splatters, acrylic, cards, playing cards, sticker, and yeah, and washi. Another mandala. This one I simplified a lot with metallic. Just give me a second to drink. So yeah, so metallic markers, acrylic markers, washi, sticker, and here we have Yoda. So more new pages. So this page is to wish Christina happy birthday. She wanted a page with water, ocean, because she loves it, and I love water too. So this is a water page. I used washi, paper. These are like the bubbles with acrylic marker, sticker, paper with the seashells, granulating watercolor on him, a gel pen, metallic marker, and a gel crayon, like these effects here. It's gel crayon. So happy birthday, Christina. I hope you like it. And you have the second page, because I did also this page. I'm just going to mark here because I forgot to take pictures of this one so I can share on Instagram. So yeah, it's more than 30 pages. It's 32 because I forgot these ones. So yeah, it's like a continuation. So the probe is also underwater. So we have again the washi. We have again the paper, the stickers, and yeah, granulating watercolor, and it's the same thing. This is metallic marker and gel crayon. The problems always with collaging is that I don't have the paper was this size, so I didn't have more, and then it was also this. So you know, I couldn't, because for me my ideal was to have, you know, this size also, but then, you know, you just invent and then you collage a little bit more. And then yeah, that's why you have the washi and also the stickers. Another new page is this one. Here she is, and the Millennium Falcon, Anakin, and then Darth Vader, and then, you know, the symbol of the Empire. This is the washi, the star washi, and then a lot of dot marker that I use, the circles. It shines a lot, this page. Oh, and this has watercolor and acrylic. I already said that. Yeah, and metallic. This was last month. They are in Coruscant, and it was Valentine's Day. So this is, you know, all the messages and all the love hearts from everyone in the city talking to each other and spending Valentine's Day with each other. So you have the mandala here, and you have the symbol of the resistance here, and then you have the acrylic and metallic and the washi that shines a lot. So it's a very shining page. Very busy, because once again I wanted to try. I prefer the simple pages but sometimes I like to do, you know, this just go for it page, so I can see how it's going to look like at the end. So another one for last month, because it was a Fae month, so we were coloring fairies. So this is a sticker, the flowers, metallic, gel crayon, acrylic. Yeah, that's it. Also last month, this one is, I wanted to have and again a character that turned to the dark side, and he was in the middle of the flowers. You have the bees, and the bees are making let's see if we can see them. They are making a heart shape. They are upside down. And yeah, and there's the metallic paint here, and this is paper, and this is gel crayon, and more gel crayon, watercolor, and that's it. Oh, this is a very special page that I turned into a double-side page. So if you have been following the other books that I have completed, when I did Alien Worlds, that's the first time that the Portuguese sardines appeared. Because when I did the book, I wanted to have something that represented my country, Portugal, and the Portuguese sardines are very typical. So that's why they made it into the story of Alien Worlds. So these are napkins that I saw at the supermarket, and I have a lot of sardines because each napkin has 12 sardines, so I have a lot of sardines to use in my collage. So I use it first in Alien Worlds. Then when I did Ivy and the Inky Butterfly, if you see there, the Portuguese sardines are also going to appear. There's a page there where Ivy and the little mouse are traveling, and then at the ocean there are the Portuguese sardines. So they are a running joke in the stories that I created, and I had forgotten them here. So when I was finishing up and I have these 2 mandalas left, I remembered that I didn't have the sardines yet. So I went, and here they are. So this became again an underwater page. So this also goes for Christina. And yeah, it's a lot because I really don't care about this these mandalas. So I just used the glitter, we can see the glitter yellow color, and that's it. And then I put the characters, and the problem was that this purple clashes a lot. I mean, it clashes not in terms of color, but in terms of intensity. You know, you have this dark, and this is the more the blue, but it's lighter. So to make them a double-sided page, I try to match the colors and try to do like a mix. So, you know, this purple is here, and it's always also here, and the bubbles, because they are underwater, it's also here. And then for the stickers, the bubble stickers, I used this because, you know, they were close enough, you know, orange and yellow, they match, and here it has a little bit of yellow, and this blue is like this blue, so you have all of these bubbles. And then I put the washi here, the waves, because once again this is the water. And then I put the thin washi, it's orange, so it matches the orange bubbles. So I was kind of trying to match and balance the colors. It is again a very, very busy page, right? But there are my Portuguese sardines because they needed to be included in this book. I couldn't forget them. So here's the page, a new page this month. So this is Anakin, right? This is watercolor, metallic marker, acrylic marker. This was also with a metallic watercolor. And this is my pizza page for Jamie. So Jamie has an hashtag for food, yummy year of color, and she wanted pizza. And I went to my stash of stickers, no pizza. I went to 2 shops, no sticker pizza. So I had to create a pizza, right? So I wanted to create a space pizza. So I went to the paper that I had that was the most weird. Here it is. See, with the circles representing the different ingredients. So I just punched the circles. I cut the slice so you can like imagine that it's a pizza. And it's a pizza. Okay, Jamie, I told her that she needs to believe that it is a pizza. It's a space pizza. So the story of the page is that since he's a boy, he loves space pizza. And even though he grows up, right, and he becomes Darth Vader, I hope I'm not spoiling this to anyone, he still has the love for space pizza. And so that's the story for this one. This one was for Alice, Yoda, and Alice. Sticker, paper, acrylic, a lot of stickers, acrylic, watercolor. Yeah, this is a fun page. So also for Alice, I needed the cat, Chester's cat. So a lot of blacking out here with acrylic, gel crayon, sticker. This is from a back page of a coloring page, playing cards, and sticker. Last month, I needed a mouse page. So this is the mouse page, picking strawberries. So I really didn't like this mandala. It didn't say anything to me, so it's a lot of acrylic on top and washi. So here we have Leia with the flowers, watercolor, acrylic, metallic, playing cards, arriving to Wonderland. And here we have a sticker. And here another sticker. This is another, again, for Alice in Wonderland, underwater. So this is a paper that I use brush in, stickers, and then acrylic, watercolor. Yeah, I like this. I always love, you know, for me, my favorite colors are blue and yellow. So for me, when I look at this color palette, I'm happy. But then you're going to, you know, also this was last month. So it was for the different prompts because it was a fairy. It was the horse because we are in the year of the horse. So it was for the horse, and it was for fairy tales. It was for castle. This is a planet. So the story goes that the prince meets the princess, but they get separated. But then the fairy comes again, and she helps them get together again. So that's a story. And this is a faraway planet. I know it's Coruscant because of the shapes, but yeah. And there's the castle. Okay, so this is also last month. It was for chocolate prompt and Valentine's Day because Snow White is cooking for all of the soldiers. So here they are. So this is acrylic metallic marker. This is gel crayon, acrylic marker, and then this is from a coloring book. These are die cuts. So this was just acrylic, metallic marker, watercolor, sticker. So you see, I'm always using a lot of different materials, but then to do a simple page, I just use a lot of different things. So here it was sticker bonanza. So yeah, all of these are individual stickers. Die cut. This is a sticker to put on walls. So actually it was 3D, but I just glued everything down. Metallic marker and acrylic also. So yeah, here it is. This is last month. There's a lot of stickers, granulating watercolor, acrylic. There's the coloring page. There his look. This is for the rainbow hashtag that Eve is making, so it's the whole year, and you just need to color a rainbow. She's using mythographic book to color, so I just use washing representing, you know, the colors of the rainbow, and then the characters have the colors of the rainbow. We have another double page. So this one was one of the first pages that I did. So, you know, I started with this one And this one actually didn't have a story, but here I was being brave and I was telling my first story. So the first story here is that, you know, you had Boba Fett here. So I just covered, because the whole page was like this, I just covered with the washi, with the colors of more or less Boba Fett, okay? So I just cover this. So it's like the scene that he's, you know, in Tatooine, and he's going to be dumped in the hole to be eaten by the monster. So these are the tentacles. So I rounded this laser washi, so it represents the tentacles, and then he's below. And since I couldn't color, I just used, you know, the finger with the glitter glue, and that he is. So this is the first story of a collage page. Here I was just trying to see if I could, you know, call this a colored page. And here it was the evolution, and of course you had all the pages that I'm showing. So also a very you know, a page with a lot of good memories here. Last month's page, so this is the fairy page with also the clone going there, and then you have the leaves that I did with acrylic marker. So it was a fun page to do. So we have Grievous again, and he loves books. So this was for Valentine's last month. So this was gel crayon, washi, acrylic, gel crayon and acrylic. These are a bunch of stickers. This is a bookmark. This is a page for this month, so it's a new page. We have Count Dooku. There he is, and I did this page because I needed a bird. So this is for, it counts for the wild year of color. No, I'm sorry. Hang on. It's the color wildlife for Erica, and it's also for this one scribble at a time, Kingdom of Creatures. There's a bird. So I chose this bird because I think he matches Count Dooku. Don't you think so? Let me just... There he, oops. Okay, can you see? There's Count Dooku. And when I saw this mandala, it matches. Look, it's like the face, the mouth and the eyes. Oh no, it's Count Dooku. And you have here the ships. So yeah, I colored with acrylic and metallic and stickers and washi and the coloring page. So it's Count Dooku and his bird. And one of the first pages that I did, so this page here, to do this, because this represents, you know, the guard from the emperor. So this I traced in carbon paper. I traced from an image that I had, and I traced here and I traced here. So this was my first experiment in tracing images from other pages. I used washi. And this is colored with gel pen. So this also took me months to do. And so it's, see, it's glitter, and this is metallic gel pen. Then we have here the, see, it's like a little bit dirty just because of the carbon paper. I didn't really know how to do it because it was my first time. So yeah, another new experiment here. And now we are reaching the end. So this one I used, you know, washi also. So here we have the stormtroopers because of the helmets, and I used this laser one because in Ahsoka you see stormtroopers with this color on their arms. And yeah, that's it, the end. And that's the end of this amazing book. You can see here that they are saying discover the original illustrations, relax in the fantastic world of modern science, explore the great Jedis, find a sense of detachment through creativity. May the force be with you, relax and enjoy the pleasure of creation. And it was truly what this book was. So now I am working in other things, doing other projects. Don't forget of the May the coloring be with you in May, that we are going to be celebrating Star Wars. I hope you enjoyed this flip. If you have any questions and if I missed something, please let me know in the comments and I'll get back to you. And I will see you soon. So may the force be with you. Bye.